Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Wednesday the 17th of November 2021. Is it Wednesday already? Wow, the days just whiz by, don't they? We have a medium level puzzle today coming up. I'll get onto that in a moment. Just mention something in the news. New Delhi is considering having a shutdown this weekend because the level of smog and pollution is so incredibly high right now. Reports in newspapers are talking about a thick brown smog that exists over the city. So a lot of my viewers are based in India. A lot of the views that I get from this channel come from India. So if you are based in New Delhi, let me know in the comments if it's really that bad or if they're exaggerating. Is it really so terrible? We have seen here in Bangkok this year, we've had a couple of days where definitely when you looked up at the sky is very unclear, we also have this problem with PM 2.5 dust, which is smaller than regular dust and dangerous to health. And then in the north of Thailand, we also have had some even worse situations because of burning and stuff like that. So this is not just a problem for India, it's a problem for many cities around the world. I think Asia in particular, and probably also South America, have this kind of problem, an environmental problem that we need to look after our people in cities and come up with better ways to reduce the pollution in cities now that cities are so large and contain so many people, huge populations. Okay, let's get on with today's medium level Sudoku puzzle. Oh, I see a long diagonal. In fact, it's almost like a T or something here. Well, it's not a bow and arrow. A long kind of T like this, and then some more interesting shape. Not that matters much. I think it doesn't really matter much to me what shape it is. If you've never played Sudoku before, you'll see we have rows, columns, and blocks, and each of them has some of them have numbers in. This one doesn't have any numbers in this block yet. This one has a lot of numbers already. So what we have to do is fit numbers 1 to 9 in each row. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 9, 6 already, so the other numbers have to fit into these empty squares, and the same thing for columns, and then for these blocks 1, 2, 3, 8, 9 already done in this block, so the other numbers have to fit into there. That would be 4, 5, 6, and 7 have to fit somewhere in there, right? Got it? Okay, let's see. Now numbers can only appear once, so that's what helps us to find the solution to the puzzle. So for example, there's 8 blocks across here, and this 8 blocks across here, meaning this 8 cannot reappear in this row, this 8 can't reappear in this row, so these squares are eliminated as possibilities for 8, and 8 blocks this square here, no 8 can be here. So a kind of blocking effect, I call it a blocking effect. So there's just one other square left, and that's that square there, so we know immediately that the 8 must go there because it can't go anywhere else. Okay. 9 blocking across here and 9 blocking here, so these 3 squares are eliminated, and then we have a 9 from down here stopping this square from being a 9, and this 9 prohibiting that square from being a 9, so the 9 must go there. 1 up here or 1 across here, so blocked and blocked, that just leaves this square here to place a 1. And 4 across here, 4 across here, and 4 down here. That gives this space here for 4. By the way, this says a medium level. We're never quite sure with the Guardian. If you're new to this channel, you should be warned. The Guardian is quite notorious for mislabeling its puzzles. It does it very often, probably more often than not actually. 1 blocking up here, 1 blocking up here, and 1 blocking across here. So no, 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 that just leaves this square. one across here, one across here, and one down here. So no, no, and no. That leaves just that square. Now there's just one, this empty block up here doesn't contain a 1, but every other block does. So we know, if you're a beginner to Sudoku, you should know that we can find the 1 in here for sure. We are guaranteed to have enough intersecting digits to place the number. So we've got a 1 blocking up here and this one blocking up here. So these two columns are immediately eliminated. We have a 1 across here blocking this row and this one blocking this row. So in fact the very first square, top left, that's got to be a 1. Okay, now the 9 blocking down here and the 9 blocking across here means that 9 must appear in this square, and then the 9 blocking up here and up here means that 9 goes there like that. And now same situation as we had before, we've got 9s in every block except this one, but we know we can find it. So 9 blocking up here, 9 blocking up here, and 9 across here, 9 across here. That's going to give me a 9 in that square there. So we're getting somewhere. This 8 blocks these two squares, so there's only that square left for 8. And then 8 blocking down here, 8 blocking down here. This square here must be an 8. And 8 blocking down here and 8 across here gives us an 8 in this square. 8 blocking up here, 8 blocking up here, 8 across here, 8 goes here. And now I think 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8 in Thailand, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8 is the sound of a chicken. You know, a cockerel crowing. Cock-a-doodle-doo is the English onomatopoeia, I guess that's the correct term if I remember correctly. And 8, 8, 8, 8 sounds like 8s, English 8s, is the sound in Thai of cockerel crowing, cock, 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 if I remember in French, something like that. 8 across here, no, that's just the sound of a chicken, right? 8 across here, 8 across here, 8 up here, and this 8 blocking this square, so there you go. That's our final 8 as well. This game looks like it's going to be an easy level as opposed to a medium level, I would suggest. Although every time I kind of do say something like that, normally I find a problem. There's one number missing from this column, it's a 5. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have a 5. We've got 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we know that a 5 has to fit there. Noisy outside this morning. I'm a bit later than usual, I must admit. There's lots of motorbikes and vehicles out here. Oh, I've actually got to start thinking now, because so far I haven't even had to think about any numbers. It's been very, very easy so far, so I guess now it's time to... okay, there we go. This column does not yet have a 6, but requires a 6 because it must have all numbers between 1 and 9. So we've got to have a 6 in one of these 3 squares, and we've got a blocking 6 here and a blocking 6 here, so 6 must be in that square there. The missing numbers are what, 5 and 7 in this column now? Okay. I also know 5 blocks across here. 5 is here. That means 5 is down here somewhere. That's not going to help us though, is it? The 2 is there. Ah, here we go. Alright, so 2 blocking this square. This 2 blocks this square here. And this 2 blocks these 3 squares here, right? We do not have a 2 in this column yet. So if it can't be this square because of this 2, and it can't be any of these 3 squares because of this, remember, a number can appear only once in its block, then 2 has got to be there. Ah, also 2 blocking down here, so that's a 2 there. And then 2 across here, 2 across here, 2 down here. That will give me a 2 there. We can find this number, okay, because we know what's missing here, we know what's missing here. Whether or not we can place them or not is not important. That means there will be 1 left. 3 and 5 are missing here, 4 and 7 are missing here, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's no 6. So we know that 6 has got to be here. Or you could have just said 6 blocking down here, I suppose, and that leaves that square there. See these numbers in different ways sometimes. 6 blocking down here, 6 blocking down here, and 6 across here gives me a 6 to place here, and then 6 across this way, leaves just that square there. Now, 6 blocks this square, 6 blocks this square, and this 6 blocks this square. So 6 has got to go there. I think that's the end of the 6's, isn't it? Yep, that's 6 is a digit that is now has now been completed. Also, right, like I said, this is not a difficult game, I think. Oh, and then suddenly I've got to start thinking again. No. Okay, 2 blocking across here, so that's 2 there, which will put 2, means 2 blocks across here, and 2 blocks this square, so 2 goes there. Missing numbers here are 5 and 7, so we can find whatever number is here, and we're going to find it's a 3. We've got 1, 2, that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so it's a 3. Okay, now we have 4 blocking up here and 4 blocking this square here, so 4's got to go there. Three blocking up this column, leaving just this square where a 3 can go, and then we need a 5 for this row here. We've got everything else 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 goes there. Okay, I keep looking around and around and looking at the same thing. I'm going around in circles here, looking at the same thing. Oh, there it is. 5 blocking across here, 5 blocking down here. That gives me a 5 there. And now 5 across this way, 5 across this way. That places the 5 there. Okay. 4 blocks this square, so this is a 4. We need a 7 to finish this. Let's put that there. Down here now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have a 5 anywhere, so we put that in. Last number for this block or this column, whichever way you look at it, is a 7. And now this 4 blocks this square here, so 4 is there. Last number that we need here is a 7. And the last number for this row is also a 7. This 4 stops this square from being a 4, so 4 is here, and the last number that we need is a 3. Now we have 5 blocking this square, 5 blocking this square, so 5 is here. The last number across here is 7. The last number here is 5. 7 stops this from being a 7, so 7 is here, and now we need a 3 to finish. 3 blocks this square, this 3 blocks this square, so 3 is there. One number to finish this column, it's a 7. 7 stops this from being a 7, 7 is here. 5 is the last number that we need there. 5 stops this square from being a 5, so 5 goes here. 3 is the final number for this column or this block, whichever way you look at it. And to finish off the grid, we just need a 4, and that will make everything complete. So a very easy level game, I think, there, really. Just had to stop and think for a short time. But everything else was very automatic. One of the easier games from the Guardian today. Thank you very much for joining me. And if you're in India, wear your mask, keep your respirator going, I think, while you're outside the city, and try to keep your homes pollution free if possible. Thank you. Bye bye.